My name is Jazzy. I'm 10 years old and I'm from Texas, USA. And this is my edition for 7 Awesome Kids.
This fucking kid!
A lot of my newer viewers are probably very confused on what the frick that is. Let me give a little explanation. It all started when I was just 9 years old and I came across this series of collab channels that I ended up being really obsessed with. They probably look pretty familiar to you.
What a strange dream! Oh no.
Yeah, so that's the kind of top quality content I used to make. I was the epitome of child comedy for a little bit, like the type of videos that people nowadays would react to and make fun of. That was me.
Watching these channels is what really started off my YouTube career, I guess you could say.
What a strange dream!
And they're what ultimately got me really invested in the idea of making my own videos. That's crazy! So I whipped out my camera and I gathered all of my non-existing skills and I auditioned to be on the channel. So I told my parents and we put a quick little video together for my audition, and that's actually the first time my dad ever taught me how to edit, which is really cool. And then a few months later, I found out that I made it onto one of the collab channels, 7 Twinkling Tweens.
I personally believe that nothing is perfect. Not even me, a Barbie. I'm different from most Barbies.
But why do I need eggplants? Okay, let's just go to the next thing.
Are you kidding me? I can't believe I just dropped 4 pizzas! I worked my butt off, and you guys may not believe it, but I did in fact post every single week. This went on for about 2.5 years, I think, and I was so incredibly happy being on that channel. For a good while, at least. About a year after I joined, I started coming to the realization that the content I truly aspired to make couldn't be made on this channel because I was growing up in age, and it just didn't really make sense anymore. After thinking about it for the longest time, like almost 2 years, I went independent, I left the channel, and I became fully engaged in my Jazzy Ann channel. And even though I did leave the channel, I wouldn't trade my experience for the world because I grew so much.
We been new, sis.
And also I met some of the coolest people ever just by being on that channel.
Oh my gosh, I didn't see you there. Are you coming to my baby shower?
Nothing personal. This was the best day ever!
I don't really know what I'd do without them in my life, so overall, yeah, great experience, no drama ever occurred. And here I am now, 6 years later, I'm 16 years old, and I have over 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
Okay, so we had this great idea to put 1 million candles around a cake that said 1 million, but we didn't realize how much it would melt, so you can't even tell what it says. Oh yeah, and my mom had the great idea of buying candles that trick you so they don't actually blow out whenever you blow them out. So, yeah, I had to deal with that.
Oh my god.
Okay. It's all...
That was awful. it still hasn't hit me. So like, I don't know. It's so weird because like, I know it's happened, but I haven't like fully taken it in yet. And I know this is like a thing a lot of YouTubers say, but like me being 9 years old and watching girls making skits about mermaids and fairies and crap, I would have never ever guessed that in the future I would be like doing this, making this video right now. Like obviously I can't tell the future, but like you never know what can happen. And that's so incredible. And the worst part is I was so inconsistent these last few months and a lot of you guys still stuck with me. Like that means so much to me. Speaking of which, that probably brings up the question, what on earth were you doing during those 6 weeks you were gone? Let's bake this hoe. Not gonna lie, I didn't really know what I wanted to do for this portion of the video until like an hour before I started filming. But I asked you guys for some suggestions on Instagram and a lot of you guys genuinely wanted me to make a cake. Also, a lot of your guys' suggestions absolutely sucked. Here are some of my favorites. Also, a lot of you guys were like, make 1 million cookies. I'm not gonna do that. Literally, Joanna Sadia did that. I'm not just gonna go ahead and copy her. Like, guys, like I'm completely original. Like I'm not just gonna go ahead and copy her. Like I'm not just gonna do that. So I'm gonna be making a strawberry cake because it's my favorite type of cake. And a lot of people apparently don't like strawberry cake, which doesn't make any sense to me, but you know what? This is for me. Are you getting a slice of it? No. Unless you're my friend and you go to my school and you ask for a slice of it and ask for me to bring it to you, then sure. But otherwise, no. This cake is for me.
Literally no one is complaining.
I have all of my ingredients, including my eggs, and the only reason I have these is because I had an egg drop lab test due in physics on Thursday. I got an 100, guys. My egg didn't crack. But yeah, that's the only reason I have eggs in my fridge right now. So big shout out to my amazing physics teacher. Oh wait, I need measuring stuff. Oh my god. Oh, this recipe is so demanding. Additionally to mixing all of my 3 ingredients together, I'm gonna be answering some questions. These questions have nothing to do with anything specific. Yeah, I just didn't want to be basic and make a cake by itself. I wanted to spice it up a little bit. Actually, I've done a Q&A every single time I've done a baking thing on my channel. First question, do I like cheese? If so, what kinds specifically? So I'm actually like very subtly lactose intolerant. So I'm not supposed to eat cheese, but I do anyways, because that's what all real lactose intolerant people do. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of just cheese by itself. I really like cheese crackers though. I like goldfish and Cheez-Its. I know you guys care a lot about these questions that I'm getting asked, so. Nuggets or strips? Who the frick wants to waste their time eating an entire strip whenever you can just shove a little nugget in your mouth at once? It's so much easier, so much more convenient. So I've gotten this question a lot actually. Have you talked to that guy who you called cute yet? In one of my videos, I was talking about this guy in my history class. There's this really cute boy who sits kind of close to me in that class, and him and I like make eye contact all the time. So I'm pretty sure it's fate. Do I know his name? No. Within a month after I posted that, he randomly got a girlfriend out of nowhere. So, can't really do anything about it. I'm not gonna barge in on that. No, what? I'm not gonna do that. But I was really considering it for a little bit. It's okay though, because like, I'm over it. It's not that big of a deal.
Only thing is, if that kid watches this, then I probably totally exposed myself, but I don't care.
The cake box says I need to beat
My meat!
the cake batter, but I don't really want to get that out because like people are sleeping. So I'm just mixing it. So it kind of looks like trash right now, but it's fun. That was so cute. Why are your legs always bruised? Because people be sucking on my knees. Not actually. I was in 2 different plays back to back. In the first one, I was literally thrown onto the floor every single time we practiced it. And then the show right after that was very dance heavy, and we had lots of dancing to do, like on our knees and stuff. And then the other day I fell off my bike, so I just have little wibbly wobbly knees. So do you like 8-piece chicken nugget with lemonade and Chick-fil-A sauce at Chick-fil-A? Yeah, thanks for asking. What do you want for Christmas this year? The only thing I have on my list right now is a Gucci fanny pack. And the only problem is if I were to get that for Christmas, that would be the only gift I got for Christmas because it's so expensive. And like, I'm fine with that, but just like, I don't really know if I want it that bad. So now I just have to transfer the batter into these 2 cake pans evenly. And now we get to put these bad boys in the oven.
When life deals
It's so precious. It looks like a little loaf of bread. Took the cakes out of the pan. They kind of smell like medicine, but it's fine. Can I say that this is the most unsatisfying shape of a cake I've ever seen? What the frick is this? It's not even like a square. It's just like, it looks like a piece of soap. Let's taste this bad boy. It's like not bad. So while I'm finishing my last slice of cake, I'm gonna give a few individual thank yous. First, I want to thank the Instagram accounts Teen Poppy and Vsauce Michael. You guys are meme pages that I really like, and then out of the blue, you guys followed me one day. And that's really cool. It's a really big compliment to me. It's really kept me going. Thank you. I want to thank Dote for sending me on a trip so I can meet Mia Maples because she's literally the coolest person I've ever met, and we clicked within like 2 seconds of talking. I want to thank my really good friend Jacob Vasquez for being my #1 fan. Like, I'm not even gonna argue about it. He is my #1 fan, hands down. I want to thank all of my friends at school, including you new kiddos, for being so supportive about my videos all the time and just coming up to me in the hallway and being like, I really liked your video, or this part made me laugh. Like, that honestly makes my day so much. You have no idea how nice that is to hear in person. Like, that is so sweet. Thank you. I want to thank all of my teachers I have in school this year for not asking me about my YouTube channel yet. We'll see how long that lasts. I want to thank my gals Catherine and Rachel because even though you're on the other side of the country, we still keep in touch and you're really supportive and nice about my videos, even though some of the things I say are unchristian. I want to thank my mom and dad for dealing with my sobbing whenever editing gets really hard. And lastly, I want to thank you guys.
Who saw that coming?
I know YouTubers always say like, I love my fans, and I mean that's because they do. But I feel like our connection's a little bit different because I feel like me and you guys, like, we all have like very similar taste in humor and like we just get each other, you know? And I know I've oversaid this. Everybody knows I was gone for a certain amount of time. Everybody knows I was inconsistent. You have no idea how much that means to me. That some of you guys were curious to know where I went or like were still staying active with me even though I wasn't posting. Like, that seriously means so much to me. That is so cool that you're like willing to like check up on me. Like, what the frick? Thanks. The only thing I really know to say is thank you so much. I love you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and to everyone who didn't believe in me and didn't think that I'd be able to get this video up this week, you can suck my toe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!